Hello, and welcome to today's Speaker Card reading. Today's topic is what is making you so impressive to others right now? Why are they admiring you so much? For that, we have two piles, pile number one and pile number two. Now, let's get started. And, guys, if you like my content, please support my channel because your support would mean so much to me. Let's start. Hello, pile one. Let's see what's making you so impressive to others right now. Why are people admiring you so much? Alright, so the first one is a tower card. Okay. The second is the Eight of Swords. You know what? What I'm clearly seeing is that you are a person who has been through some massive crisis in life, where you literally felt that the rug is being pulled from beneath your feet. Literally, either you had some major health scare, or you literally, like, overnight you guys lost your home or lost your belongings, either that, or you were backstabbed at career or by your ex, something of that sort, where you literally felt, as I said, that the rug is being pulled from beneath your feet. You One day you had a home, you had a job, next day you were jobless, homeless. That kind of a drastic scenarios, very traumatizing experience, or maybe some major health scare of you or anybody related to you. What I'm seeing is the Eight of Swords typically is telling me that you literally felt really bound and stuck. See how she is bound? You literally felt this way, totally bound, unable to get out. It could very well be a toxic relationship scenario where you are being victimized and blamed at the same time, and you felt totally miserable. You had almost given up on life. Fool 2 card. Fool 2 card. You know what? You are an individual who is literally, you are an individual who has really grown wise from that experience. Today, people are impressed by the amount of wisdom. You have shown a lot of strength as well. I'm seeing that people really comment on how strong you are emotionally, how persistent you are emotionally, how much of an endurance you have. Also, you have grown very wise, very, you are today a person who is wise, who is determined. Before you jump, a fool would jump, would be like a lot of people might actually call you a risk averse person, but you know what, before jumping to some conclusion, before making a decision, you guys think for n number of times before making a decision, before jumping to conclusion. So that is another thing that I'm seeing in you. Six of Swords. You guys are seriously, in you have that spirit of never gonna give up no matter what, not gonna give up at all. You have faced a lot of impediments, but in the face of all the impediments, you guys never gave up. That is the whole point. You guys never gave up. You guys just fought on like this tortoise. There were times where, like, you were just fighting the losing battles, but yet you would never for once thought of giving up, because for you, fighting the battle, being like present in the battle was very important, was way more important than people even understood or gave you credit for. So really, I'm seeing that you guys have had some major struggle, what, and people are literally impressed by this never giving up attitude. you know this perseverance, and giving up on something is very easy, but persevering through difficult times and, like, seeing to the end is a very it's a very rare quality, and people are really impressed by that. You're also very altruistic. You are very giving, not only to those people who are the have nots of the society, but also your near and dear ones who are in need. You acknowledge that there was a time in your life where you didn't have enough to get by, and today you try to reach out and help those people who do not have enough to get by, to help them, to make them feel better. I'm seeing you are reaching out to those people who uh, they are maybe your friends, your relatives, they do not have enough to get by, and you are helping them because you have been in that situation. You have been backstabbed and betrayed and bullied, so when life becomes difficult, it can become like very, very disorienting for a lot of people. You have a natural spiritual gift about you. A lot of you could be a reiki healer, a tarot reader, an astrologer, like very naturally blessed in the realms of spirituality and occult, maybe into crystals, into pranic healing, into tantra, anything of that sort, even in like life in meditation and in quiet contemplation, that could also be. But a lot of you could be naturally blessed with your intuition and your occultic powers, and people are really impressed by that. People are impressed. A lot of you have had this spiritual power after you went through this massive crisis in your life, because once we go through difficult situations in life, a lot of us tend to lean towards spirituality, because spirituality tend to give us that refuge which we need. Strength. You are an individual who is very strong, very persevering, very you know very, even during difficult times, you know how to fight. You have fought very difficult battles of your own, on your own as well, and I'm seeing that you are impressing people. Because of that, people are impressed by how strong, how emotionally resilient and persevering you are. The Six of Sword and Strength card typically is impressing a lot of people because of the strength, the endurance that you display, also your ambition. I'm seeing today there have been a time when you were not that ambitious, but today you are very, very ambitious. And people are impressed by your ambition. Today you want to see yourself at a certain point in life. Like you know exactly where you want to see yourself 3 years, 5 years, 10 years from now. And people are like flabbergasted when you talk about your ambitions, because people can't even imagine reaching those heights, and leave alone like where you're coming from. You are coming from negative, from nowhere. You had lost everything. From there you have reached a certain position, and you have ambitions of reaching higher goals, and that is really motivating. A lot of you, 10 of wands, a lot of you are actually, you guys have a lot of responsibilities on you. You guys are literally like, you know what, you're very responsible, very, you carry a lot of burden. Like even as a kid, you probably were the most, like if you had a few siblings, you were the most responsible one, or you were the one who took care of others most. Even you probably started earning pretty early in order to contribute to your parents' house as well. And you today, I'm seeing you have, like, first of all, spiritually and emotionally, you tend to help a lot of people. That is one. Secondly, you are at a higher position career wise, where you have to serve. You naturally have the responsibility of a lot of people on your shoulder. That is something I can see. Queen of Swords, you are an individual, you're a very wise individual. You have seen a lot of ups and downs in life. So, you know what? You are not perturbed by the slight ups and downs that, like, every once in a while happens, and people are just jumping around. You're like, you know what? I've dealt with way worse, so this is all right. And people also, people can't get away with BS with you, with nonsense, with manipulation. You see right through people's facade today. You see right through people's, like, you know exactly, just seeing a person, you know exactly what they stand for. And people can't get away with nonsense with you today. And for that, you have become a mentor figure for a lot of younger people. They tend to look up to you, they tend to come to you for suggestions. A lot of you are very creatively and intuitively blessed, absolutely. Some of you could be having a moon in water signs like Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Scorpio, for a lot of you, Scorpio, a strong Pluto placement or a strong Saturn placement could be significant for a lot of you. What I'm seeing is your intuition and your spiritual blessings are at its peak, and people are really impressed by that. People are impressed by how wise, how good you are in seeing, in understanding a person's actual character. People are also impressed by how intuitive you are. Both intellectual and intuitive blessings, both of it you guys have. A lot of you could also make a fantastic spiritual teacher or a mentor or like a therapist, a counselor, a good teacher in general. And you impress people by your talents. Yeah, you're also very, very attractive, very well put together. See, the eye for the detailing, this scarf, this brooch. You have, like, whenever you're going out, you make sure that you're looking your best, and you tend to get a lot of admiration. A lot of people are crushing on you left, right, center, because, like, you're so impressive with your dress sense, with the way in which you present yourself. Like, I'm seeing a lot of you having, like, very good speaking abilities. You speak well, you dress well, you're very impressive as a personality in general. You know what? For a lot of you, you are like a wish fulfillment. You are so impressive. A lot of people are dreaming about you. Also, another thing is, you have been able to achieve in your life what other people are still dreaming of. So that is something that is very impressive about you, that you guys came from nowhere and have been able to achieve. It doesn't have to be massive, but in every facet of your life, you have some impressive achievements that impresses a lot of people. Yeah, people see you as an absolute success material. Today you are successful. Coming from nowhere, you guys have gained so much of success. And success and abundance. A lot of people actually see you as a life partner, a potential life partner. Like, see the man, woman, the kids and the pets in a vacation. Today you're financially capable of supporting a family, both emotionally, intellectually, and financially capable of supporting a family. And that is something that is giving people, like, making people really envious of you, very, very jealous of you. King of Cups, you guys are, yeah, I'm saying that you guys have gone really up in the hierarchy in life, but you haven't forgotten where you came from, and you actively try to extend your cup of help to others who are in need. And that is something which is very impressive. People are really impressed by the compassion and the altruism that you still have in you, Zebra. Let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected of all times. Literally, you are extremely divinely protected. You are divinely blessed and protected, and people around you feel that about you, and they're really impressed by how protected you are by the Almighty, by the universe. Shita, get clear on your intentions, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goals. You are exactly like a cheetah. People are impressed by how clear you are on your goals, how focused you are, and how precisely, how with precision you tend to move ahead, move quickly towards your goals. And that is something that is impressing a lot of people. Chimpanzee, use both your intuition and intellect. Yes, this is exactly what I was saying, that you have both intuition as well as your intellect at play to solve the problems and get answers to your question. That is exactly what you do, and people are really impressed. Like, you have both IQ and EQ at work. That's what I'm seeing. Polar bear, stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately, with no attachment to outcome. You're exactly like this. You are very strong when it comes to speaking up your truth. You are very forthright, very honest, a truth teller, and people are impressed by the courage the way, the courage with which you speak your truth. A lot of you could be an activist or in the judiciary system, like legal, paralegal, advocate, judge, something of that sort, or like wanting to be. A lot of you could be that way, or an activist, or some kind of a counselor. That kind of a thing can be seen for sure. Rebirth, absolutely. I'm seeing that you guys, a lot of you guys have been through a complete rebirth. There is death in all that awakens, for it isn't blissful nor painless, it's a mighty rising, O flame resurrected. You guys, pile one, have had a complete rebirth in your scenario, complete rebirth and reawakening, which has helped your life move ahead. Healer, you know, this has changed you. Your traumatic experience has completely changed you today. A lot of you have turned yourself into a healer. Could be a doctor, a naturopath, a dentist, a nurse, or some of you could be a spiritual guru as well. Listen as the medicine bleeds through her teeth, a river of mercy, blessed by mother, seen only by those who hold her mirror. You are being seen as a perfect healer, as an example of a healing person. Your presence is also very healing for a lot of people, I'm seeing. Walk through your fears. You are an individual who has actively walked through their fears. Scorpio can very much be significant. You guys have seen, you faced your fears right into their eyes, and you guys have literally, once you face your fears, you become invincible, and people are really impressed by how courageous you guys have become. Probably earlier you were not this courageous. A time for healing. People are also like literally impressed by, like, you know what, how the way in which you have healed yourself. And also I'm seeing healing. You are a healer today. It's just that you not only you have healed yourself, that today you're working on healing others who have also been battered by life. Surrender to the divine. You know what, people understand that you guys have literally surrendered yourself to the divine, to the ultimate power, and it's through that there, to the universe's blessings, that you have been able to reach the place that you have today. Don't let your past hold you back. Yes, you haven't let your past define you or hold you back. That is another major attribute I'm seeing. Sorry, I just moved the camera a little bit. You are good enough. You know what? You are impressing people, because people literally think that you're not just good enough, you are way better. You are way better than most people. You're way better than the rest. And Virgo can be a moon or a sun sign or an ascendancy for a lot of you people, which makes you even more determined and workaholic. Your hard work is paying off. Yeah, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn can be significant for a lot of you guys, and you guys are actually known for being hardworking. Your work ethics, your impeccable work ethics is actually impressing a lot of people out there. See your seeds grow. What I'm seeing is literally you guys are seeing that your seeds are growing. The things, the hard work that you have put in for so long are actually paying off, and people are really impressed. Mostly people are impressed by another person's success. We tend to latch on to other people's success, and when we see, like, people are impressed seeing that this person has worked so hard, and at last they are getting their dues. Bask in joy and light. You know what, I'm seeing, like, you are literally rising. You're literally riding on your success, sorry, and you're riding on your success which is built on sheer hard work and determination, and people are thoroughly, most people are impressed by it. Trust your path. People literally feel that you guys are on your trusted path, the path that you're born to be on. Phoenix, yeah, you have literally, like, what you have how you are impressing people the most is like a phoenix. You are rising from the ashes today. You guys are rising from nowhere, and you guys are establishing your position in the society. You have established your position, rising and coming from nowhere, and that is something that is making you very, very impressive. Expectations don't seek anyone else's approval. Yeah, you have become a totally unapologetic person. You are an unapologetically, you're being yourself. You being yourself and being totally unapologetic about it is also making you look even more impressive. It is impressing a lot of people that somebody who is just so comfortable in their own skin. You can always rewrite your story. Exactly what you have done, that you have rewritten your story. You guys have rewritten your past. All right, time for the guided messages. Self worth and self respect. You are an individual, your self worth and self respect is actually, the sense of self respect is something that is impressing a lot of others. Live your life as an example for others to see. Literally, you are living your life as an example for others, and that is impressing a lot of people. You are such a worthy human being. People mostly feel that you are a very, very worthy human being. Working hard is second nature to me. People actually feel that your hard-working nature is second nature to you. Life is a journey, just enjoy every bend. Yes. For you, it's your mantra that life is a journey. You believe in enjoying every moment of life to the fullest, and that is actually, these are the qualities that are impressing others. Being happy never goes out of fashion, so live every moment to the fullest. Exactly. You are a believer of living every moment of your life on your own terms and to the fullest, and not caring what others would think, say, or do, and that is making a lot of people really impressed by you. Your life is as simple as you keep it, or as complicated as you make it. You are an individual who is actually, you believe in this, that, you can keep your life simple, or you can make it as complicated as you want, and you will have to live with the consequences of those. And that is something, this like no nonsense attitude approach towards life is very impressive. We clearly have a past life connection. You guys have a lot of admirers for sure who are totally impressed by you. You are the best thing that can happen to anybody. Literally, this is how most people around you, a lot of people around you, actually feel about you. All right, now time for the charms. Pile one. Okay, you are a manifestation magnet. You are so good at manifestation, and that is impressing a lot of people. You have totally transformed yourself. People can no longer identify and recognize the old you. You're getting some recognition of the hard work that you have put in, and that is actually very, very impressive to a lot of people. You hold the key to your own destiny. You know what, you have a larger than life image about you that is impressing a lot of people. You are also the star. You are the star. I'm seeing that you guys have had, like, you've worked very hard, and you're now like reaping the rewards of your hard work, and people are impressed by it. All right, pile one, I hope you have had some clarity over your situation. If yes, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Your support would mean so much to me. Thank you. Hello, pile 2. How are you impressing people right now, and why are people admiring you so much? Let's see. Now, the chariot. The first one is the chariot. You know what? You have become a go getter in life. You are a go getter. You are usually, your inner energy I'm getting, your vibes are infectious. You are in a go mode. Literally, whatever you put your mind to, you just achieve them. You are a proactive person. That is, your proactive nature is impressing people a lot. let's see whether you are actually in proactive nature or you've become that. Let's see, we'll see. Okay, I'm seeing that you have always been a very hardworking person, somebody who has sown a lot of seeds from pretty younger age, and you are actually reaping the benefits of the seeds that you have sown earlier. And people are really impressed by how hardworking you are. You guys also have a lot of ancestral blessings. See, the Revens, you guys have a lot of ancestral blessings about you as well. Two of Wands, you are an individual who has, a lot of you have migrated to a different state or a different country and have found success, reasonable amount of success there. Also, a lot of you, you have worked very hard. Literally, you hold the key to your destiny, because you've worked so hard to literally, reach wherever you have reached today. You worked very, very hard, very determined, very hardworking. King of Swords, you are an individual also who is very intellectually blessed. You're hardworking, your work ethics innate, and you're like willing to go that extra mile to achieve what I put my mind to. That kind of a mindset, nothing can deter me from achieving my success. That kind of a mindset is very impressive. Also, I'm seeing you are a very intellectually blessed person. You are somebody who has used their intellect, their smartness, or intellectual abilities, or both, to reach the higher position in life. You came from literally nowhere. I'm seeing a very, somebody through the darker situations, also somebody who had tremendous amount of faith, confidence, and determination, through which they worked through the difficult phases of life, and reached a higher position, and people are impressed by it. A lot of you literally have reached a significant position in life, and you guys came from nowhere. I'm saying that is something which is very impressive. You're also very, very, like, very determined, very combative. When it comes to your work, you can be very combative. Otherwise, maybe you might not be a very talkative person, but you're very assertive, very determined. When it comes to your work, you're very assertive, very determined, very confident, and very, like, you're willing to go that extra mile. You're also, what you're impressing is your man management skill. Your ability to collaborate with others is another thing which is actually impressing everybody. You have collaborated with a lot of other people, and that man management skill, like being a manager, being a team lead, is something that is impressing a lot of people. I'm seeing that you guys, a lot of you are getting up, have gotten a promotion where you have to like manage a small team of people. A lot of you are working, and for that you have a few employees who are actually reporting to you, and it's your managerial man management skill, the way in which you deal with people, that is something that is impressing a lot of people. Eight of Pentacles, yeah. You know what, you are fiercely workaholic, like impeccable work ethics is what I can see clearly. And people are literally very, very much impressed, because you have worked so hard, so determinedly, so hardworking. And you're like probably somebody, you are somebody who gets up and starts, goes to work and comes back, like till they fall asleep you are mostly working. And you're like, as I said, your work ethic is something that makes, like, you a very impressive candidate. A lot of people are impressed by your impeccable work ethic. You're also very responsible. I'm seeing you at a very high position at work, which makes you take a lot of responsibility. What you're like, why you are so impressive, the way in which you manage your time, the way in which you manage other people, the way in which you manage your own family. Like every responsibility that is being given, you have a time for it, you have got time for everything. And most people can manage half of that work, the amount of work that you get done. Three of Cups, you are an individual who is celebrating life. You are an individual who is very, you're very celebrating of life. Like like I'm seeing you are like seriously, as I said, you are riding onto your success. You are somebody, you are now reaping the benefits. You have worked very hard. I'm seeing like you grew up in a very, especially financially, very unstable situation. So for you, getting financial security and financial success was always a priority, and you guys are at last achieving it. And a lot of gossip, those lizard heads, to me they are the gossip heads, and people are gossiping about, you're getting a lot of limelight today. Wherever you go, people actually notice you. Even at a family barbecue, what you speak, what you wear, people are talking about it, because you are, your personality is very, you've become way more flamboyant today. You're like very attractive as a personality, and that is impressing a lot of people. You have been like, people are talking like this person, like where they have been 10 years from now, and see where they have reached today. Like people call you the alchemist of your own destiny, somebody who has literally used all four elements of nature to reach your highest potential. You have literally been the magician of your own life, the magician of your own destiny, somebody who has used the elements of nature to manifest everything. You guys have literally manifested everything that people can't even imagine. You have, like, I'm seeing you've got all the materialistic things in life today, most things that most people around you can't even imagine. Also, what makes you so impressive is you are very good. If you have kids, you are a very good parent, or a far parent if you have far babies. But also, if you don't have kids, you have a very good aunt or an uncle to your friends or your siblings kids, like nieces and nephews, and people tell you that you will make a fantastic parent. You're this nice, caring, nurturing, compassionate nature is also impressing a lot of people. Yeah, you see how this person is way wise beyond their age. You are likewise, you are also an individual who is very, very wise. It's your wisdom that is impressing a lot of people. You have grown in your current reality, you have grown wiser. You today know how to deal with people, how to deal with circumstances, and just be more assertive, how to make material success out of one's life. You are a living proof of that, and people are impressed by it. You have literally turned your life from this to this. You came from nowhere, this black and white life, to this light. This is a person who is very, very, uh, you know what, this is an individual who is very, very, you are a very bright, colorful, uh, yeah, I'm seeing that you are an individual who is very bright, rainbowish, and colorful in nature, and you have turned your life around with your own efforts, and that is impressing a lot of people. That they are seeing that, saying that, they are actually see where they came from and how much they have achieved, because you have achieved a lot more than what they can even expect. I'm getting a lot of flirtatious vibes. A lot of you guys are like, you get hit on by random people left, right, center. You're so attractive today. You get a lot of attention, very, like, wherever you go, the limelight follows. But at the same time, what I'm seeing is flirtatious vibes. You also probably tend to flirt right back. So probably a lot of you are not, like, if you're single, you're not really willing to get into a long-term serious relationship. Instead, you guys are also looking at, like, because for you probably your career or other stuffs are way more important rather than a committed relationship. So that is another thing that people are talking about. Some are impressed, some are in awe, some are a little bit annoyed, but that's all right. That's what life is all about. Also, what you have very good money management skills as well. That is impressing a lot of people. A lot of people might call you stingy, but the way in which not just you make money but you invest and save money is also impeccable, and that is something that is making you a very good, like, you have made so much money because you've got impeccable money management skills, and that is something that is very, very impressive about you. The Sun card, you are very successful. People see you as an absolutely successful person, somebody who is like, they started from nowhere, and with their own hard work and consistency, they have built upon a life which is worth living and worth celebrating, and people are really impressed by that. You are seriously, I'm saying, you are like, people are looking up to you, people are celebrating your success, people are really impressed by, like, you have reached a position, but you haven't forgotten where you came from. There was a time when you were a student that you didn't have enough to get by, you had to also work very hard. So today, whenever you see that others, especially kids who are in trouble, that's why probably you probably sponsor a lot of kids. Maybe you work, you volunteer at an orphanage, some running a soup kitchen. I'm just giving some example. Like, you do something very altruistic, which is very impressing, which is impressing a lot of people right currently. A lot of people also see you as a perfect partner material, though I'm not sure whether most of you will be interested in a committed relationship right away, but people see you as a very good partner material, very stable, good at making money, at the same time very nurturing, caring, compassionate. Sorry, I again moved. King of Wands. King of Wands typically tells me that, you have literally, you have really reached a position of power where you have a lot of power and contact at your disposal and at your hand, and at your disposal you have a lot of power, and you use them to uplift others. That is something, you tend to extend your hand of support to uplift a lot of people. You do a lot of goods in the society, and that is very impressive. You guys have taken a leap of faith which has helped you land here. I'm seeing you guys have taken a lot of calculating risks in your life, which has helped you get better, which has helped you move ahead, do a better job in life. And that is something, it's almost like a fool, like you are a risk taker, and those risks that you have taken have paid you off really well. You're also a very grounded person, somebody who is more realistic, very much like, a part of you is like you're walking and being very flamboyant, maybe socializing and trying to do as much as you can for yourself, but another person is there in you who is more about meditation, in the spending time in quiet contemplation, spending time in nature. You know what, you are a very sensitive person as well, somebody who is very sensitive about the animal, the causes of animals. Maybe a lot of you are animal right activists, I'm hearing. A lot of you could be LGBT right activists. You're very sensitive about the social causes, I'm seeing, and that is impressing, of course, a lot of person. Take time to breathe out. Yeah, you guys are workaholics to the core. The message that taking time to breathe out, literally you tend to walk. You guys probably tend to spend most, if not all, of your waking hours just walking, and that is something that has given you immense amount of success. There is no denying that fact, that it's your workaholic nature in a lot of ways has given you a lot of success in a shorter time period. But people who have really good intentions, they will probably tell you to take a break here and there. That is good for you. People also are impressed because people think that, what, you are meant for bigger prosperity, the prosperity that you have already achieved and more. And people are really impressed. Like, we are mostly impressed by success stories. Yours is a real success story which came from nowhere. They started with almost no support system, with their own hard work, intellectual power, and also their manifestation capabilities. You guys have risen to a higher position in society today. You tend to rub your shoulders with the who's who of the society. So that is something that is making you really that is making a lot of people really impressed. See from a higher perspective. You know what? What I'm seeing is like you are a person who has this leadership mindset, who can see things from a higher perspective, from a larger viewpoint. So you are more like a leader. Like people see a lot of leadership qualities in you, and that is another reason why they are impressed. We are all impressed by people who can lead well. The way in which you manage your team, the way in which you collaborate with others. A lot of you could be on social media, and the collaborations that you make is also impressing others. Be fearless and stand strong. You are an individual who is also like a warrior. You have been a warrior in your life. You have faced a lot of impediments, but you never gave up. Instead, you stood strong, determined, and faced your biggest trials and tribulations without any fear, without being afraid. This fearless, courageous approach towards life is making you very, very impressive to others. In a lot of ways, people are impressed by how courageous you are. Rooted. May you never tear the living ritual that is magic merged within the roots of your being, the soil of your soul. Literally, you are a very rooted, grounded person. You're rooted in reality. Like, even if you achieve a lot of material success, humility is still a virtue that you haven't forgotten about. These are the things, very rooted, grounded, very realistic kind of a person. Somebody who hasn't lost touch with the ground is something which is very impressive to others. Spider. What a wild wave we weave, dear child, a delicious mystery untamed. You are like a spider. Like, what? You always tend to enmesh yourself in a web of mystery. People know about you a lot, but very few people actually get to know you in person. So that tend to make people even more curious. You tend to invoke a lot of curiosity in people's minds about you, and that is something that I'm noticing as well. Unplug and relax for a spell. You are like, yeah, you know what? People also are impressed by how workaholic you are. So at times, probably you guys, a gentle reminder for a lot of you guys is probably you guys should unplug and relax at times. Yeah, you should take time to breathe out. You are also slay them all. This girl is so, see, she's so courageous that she is on one foot because she has a prosthetic leg. She's going to slay the dragons. So people are impressed by how courageous, how determined, how bold you are. If you take a decision, you just walk through it, and that is something that is impressing a lot of others. All right, now time for the guided messages, pile 2. Work hard and your life will get easier. This is your life mantra, and this has impressed a lot of people. For sure, this is a very impressive way. I want to protect you. Okay, you have some admirers for sure who wants to protect you. You're so gorgeous. I can literally do anything to have you in my life. All right, you have impressed a lot of people for sure. You're such a kind hearted soul and an inspiration for all generations. Okay, so a lot of people feel literally inspired by you. You're the most precious thing that I've ever come across. A lot of people feel that you're very, very precious. A lot of people feel actually that you are priceless. You're like a blessing to a lot of people. Yes, people feel blessed to be around you as well. I want to take care of you and nurture you. A lot of people would love to take care of you. A lot of people would love to nurture you. Be there for others, but never leave your own self behind. You know what? You are an individual who has always been there for others, and you have believe that you should be there for others, but also you need to learn to have self love and self respect. The yes to others should not come at no's to your own self. Say no when you feel like saying it. All right. And this self assertive nature is something which is very impressive about you as well. Now, the charms, you are divinely guided and protected. You have a lot of secret admirers. You are like a mentor figure which is impressing a lot of people. Frequent travels could be in the horizon. Somebody is offering you their heart. People are also amazed and impressed by the hit of fortune that you're having, success and fortune. I'm seeing a lot of you could be animal lovers and animal right activists, and that makes you very, very impressive. Also, you're very wise. That impresses your wisdom way beyond your age is something which is impressing a lot of people. All right, pile 2, I hope you have had some clarity over your situation. If yes, please, please, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Guys, your support would mean so, so much to me. So, thank you. Namaste.